So what is up, Chasethatcoin family? Shaka Daniel here, and today we're gonna discuss. What are we gonna discuss? Oh yeah, there was a slight pullback in cryptocurrency today. This morning I woke up, Ethereum was at about $400. Well, that was pretty surprising. I think it was like 410 or something like that. That was kind of surprising. Then after that, fucking Bitcoin pulled back. Bitcoin pulled back from 3,000 to about 2,600. All right, so some people are freaking out about that. All right, I wasn't really in front of my computer today, so I couldn't really get into a deep analysis like I usually do. But you know, I jumped on and did a little. I viewed it on my phone app, TradingView. So you know, you can still do the technicals on your phone. But to get really deep into, you know, I like to be at the computer and have full control. But from the technicals that I was able to review, and the coins that I was quickly able to review, they still haven't broken critical levels of support. One of them being Golem. That hasn't broken critical levels of support. Bitcoin itself has not broken critical levels of support. So these are good signs. Some people call it a bearish shadow, or there's a few other terms for it, but it's just a healthy slight pullback, which is needed in the markets. It's definitely needed within the market. So I'm personally not panicking. I haven't sold off any of my positions. My stop losses haven't been hit yet. Now, if my stop losses get hit, now then I'm forced to look for re-entry into the market. But my stop losses haven't been hit. I'm still in great shape within the trades that I'm in. Lisk pumped so high that it's not even any reason to, you know, pull out of my position. I would have to check back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when the day's candle closes, and really check that out. All right, but another thing that people are talking about is the flippening. All right, there is a site, I think it's called flippening.com or something like that, where they're heavily monitoring Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And I personally think, well, people like Leon Fu, Tizen, they think that Bitcoin will not be the dominant cryptocurrency within the future. And I was reading some of Leon's tweets today, and he said that Bitcoin going to 10,000 will still not be enough to keep it in the top 10. I agree somewhat. As far as not the top 10, I definitely think it's going to be a top 10 coin. I think Bitcoin going to 10,000 will not be enough to keep it in the #1 spot. For Bitcoin to maintain its dominance, SegWit, RSK, Lightning Networks, all of this is going to have to come out very soon. Or if it's not going to come out soon, at least the user activated soft fork has to happen and activate SegWit, and with Rootstock and Lightning Network being close behind. Right, that's what it's going to take to keep Bitcoin in the lead. And as far as a couple years, I don't know. I'm not technical enough, but I don't think SegWit will actually solve a lot of scaling problems within Bitcoin for years to come. I think it's going to be a very temporary solution, at least for a couple years. But as far as years down the line, I think SegWit will have to undergo a major upgrade. All right, especially with Bitcoin becoming even more and more popular every day. So, and I personally, I think a little bit differently from everybody. I think no matter which cryptocurrency comes out on top, it's good for cryptocurrency as a whole. That's what I think. Whether it be Bitcoin or whether it be whatever, you know, Litecoin, whatever it may be. All right. To me personally, I mean, I would like it to be Bitcoin, but whichever one comes out on top, I am totally fine with that. I have no problem with whatever one comes out on top. So that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, so like I said, I still have my altcoin positions. And the more that Bitcoin goes up, people are gonna consider altcoins even more as Bitcoin gets more expensive. And as Bitcoin is pulling back, you know, times are changing. Usually before, when Bitcoin would have a pullback like this, alts would crash hard. Alts did have a pullback in Bitcoin value, but not as much as they did once upon a time, like when I first started a couple years ago. Yeah, so we're in a new exciting time, and I'm all for Bitcoin, but I am also all for cryptocurrencies. So I don't want to make this one too long. Like and subscribe and share this one around. Hit that like button. I just said that. Hit that bell so you can get a notification every time I post a video. And keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen.